Hi, I'm Kent Mayor Dana Ralph, and I want to say thank you for joining me for the weekly update. A couple of things I want to start by recapping. Last week, I was in Phoenix, Arizona for the U.S. Conference of Mayors Leadership Meeting. I currently serve as the Transportation Committee Vice Chair for New Economy. So really what that means is the economy that the country is seeing right now, where we all sit at home on our couch, pull up our Amazon app, order something, and have it delivered. The interesting thing about that is Kent is at the beginning of that process. So if you think about all of the warehouses in the Industrial Valley, that's where those products start. And then cities are now starting to see the impact of that economy by having all of the delivery trucks in neighborhoods where historically you didn't see those kinds of trucks. So the conversation is really being addressed from two angles, but my job as vice chair of that committee is really to continue to highlight that while this is probably how our economy is going to move forward, we do have to be really aware of the impacts. And again, for Kent, that means a significant amount of truck traffic in the valley, which is really hard on our roads. And it also means that we are no longer getting the sales tax for those products. You've heard me say this a lot of times. Back in the day, back in 2008, 2009, the Washington State Legislature changed the rules to the game. It used to be that the place where the warehouse was, that had the congestion, the truck traffic, the wear and tear on the roads, that we got the sales tax for those products. The change was now that sales tax goes to the city where that product is being delivered. Given that, that means that Kent lost, in today's dollars, somewhere around $18 to $20 million. So my role is to continue to tell that story and make sure that as other states are moving to this format, as we continue down the road of this, what's being called the new economy, that jurisdictions are aware of the impacts, the upsides, and the downside. Had a chance to speak with Representative Rick Larsen from Washington State. He is the ranking member on the Transportation Committee in the House in D.C. And we had a conversation about how do we make sure that federal dollars come directly to cities. So not passing through state, not passing through other organizations, but coming into cities like Kent so we can take care of the projects that we need to take care of. It was a really good trip, and I feel like we accomplished some pretty important things. On that same topic of sales tax and transportation, this last week, Council President Corr, myself, the Port of Seattle, Fred Meyer, all testified on our bill in the legislature that would help us with a replacement for that lost sales tax money. That bill is being prime sponsored by Representative Chris Stearns. This week, that bill moved out of committee. So the committee voted on it, chose to move it on in the process. So again, very beginning step of the process, but the fact that we were able to get the committee to support it and advance it is a really good sign. A little bit of city business for you. So first, I want to start by congratulating our February 2025 Employee of the Month, Business and Capital Analyst in our Parks Department, Caitlin Jennings. Caitlin does amazing work keeping those projects on track and exemplifies our mission, vision, values, and goals. On the front for city involvement, our Bicycle Advisory Board, our Parks and Rec Commission, and our Race and Equity Board are all accepting applications for new members. It's an opportunity for you to take the things that interest you or a place where you want to learn more information and really become a part of the city and help guide our decisions. So those applications can be found on our website, kentwa.gov/boards and commissions, all one word. And you can check out the applications there. We will review them, get back to you, but really, it's a great way to get involved in your city. Continuing on with the theme of volunteers, a huge thank you goes out to the over 50 volunteers that attended the Kent Downtown Partnership cleanup event last weekend. Special thanks to the Kent Ridge Key Club and National Honor Society for organizing dozens of volunteers for this event. Our next Team Up to Cleanup event will be Saturday, May 17th. I really do hope to see you out there. Let's help make our city look amazing. And last bit of really good news, if you haven't seen it, we've started the deconstruction of what we call the Penguin Lot down on 2nd and Meeker. That lot has been a vacant concrete lot. 4 years, the building burned down many, many years ago. And the city, through ARPA funding, that one-time funding that we got from the federal government during COVID, was able to purchase those 2 lots. So there is an excavator over there now pulling out that old broken up concrete. We're going to be putting in some grass and some benches, and then we'll do an actual community outreach process. So what do you as a city want to see in that space? Is it food trucks? Is it a stage? You name it, but it's right there connected to our amazing space park at Carson, and it is going to make an amazing difference in our downtown. So really, really excited about that. We have some other upcoming events as well. The residential recycling event at Hogan Park is tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. There are some restrictions on what you can bring, so check out our social media for details, but it's a great way. We are winding down. February is almost over, and so it's a good time to start those cleaning out your garage projects, and the recycling events are always a good way to do that. We also have Kent Kids Art Day coming up March 8th at the Kent Commons Community Center. For young artists from pre-K through the 4th grade, they're invited to join us for the day full of arts and crafts. I can tell you when my kids were little, we went every year, and their favorite activity was old-fashioned crank sewing machines, and they would make these bean bags. I am positive that if I open up the drawer at home, there's probably 10 of those bean bags in there that the boys made year over year. So it's a really fun event, great place for parents and kids to get together and really use their hands and make those arts and crafts. Adults and kids under 2 are free. Otherwise, the cost is $10 per child. I can tell you, it's totally worth it. A very, very fun day. All right, this is crazy. We're barely into spring, and we're talking about drinks in the driveway. So that is the program where I, along with our neighborhood coordinator, Tracy Taylor, a representative from the police department, our public works director, come out and we just hang out in your neighborhood. You gather up your neighbors, we'll come to your driveway, and we talk about all things City of Kent. Everything from specifics about your neighborhood, sidewalks, speeding issues, whatever it might be, to what's going on at the broader level of the city, how things went in legislative session, what the council is up to. So they're really fantastic events to get connected and get your questions answered. You can sign up your neighborhood at kentwa.gov/driveway. We've also added a new series of neighborhood meetings called Sidewalk Sessions. So we're really excited to launch this new series. It's a brand new way for our public works team and myself to connect directly with you in your neighborhood. So these are more really about those public works type details. Sidewalks, stop signs, parking, those kinds of things. Want to walk through your neighborhood, figure out where the issues are, and then discuss how we have an opportunity to address them. So you can sign up for our sidewalk sessions at kentwa.gov/sidewalk sessions. All right, before we wrap up, I want to make sure that I personally invite you to our next State of the City address. So this is the annual event where we get to spend some time together and talk about the things that we accomplished in the year before, so 2024, but really set the tone and talk about the vision for 25, 26, and beyond. Want to make sure that we are having a conversation about what does this city look like for us, for our kids, for our grandkids. I think those are important conversations, and I really hope that you join us. It's at Kent Meridian Performing Arts on March 20th. More information on social media and on our website. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next time.